At 18 years old, I have higher testosterone than Hamza. Let me show you how. First of all, this is the proof. On the right, you can see Hamza's 734 nanograms per deciliter. This video is from 3 years ago, before he started injecting testosterone and whatnot, by the way. On the left, we've got mine. It's in British units. I've converted it for you. 854.5 nanograms per deciliter, 100 higher. Now, what do I put this down to? Maximizing my circadian rhythm. So that's through sunlight, vitamin D, exercise, etc. But first of all, why? Because sleep is where you rest. It's where your body repairs itself. It's where it releases all the hormones. Testosterone, released in your sleep. Cortisol, maximizes just after you wake up. Without sleep, insulin acts like you have diabetes when you only get 4 hours per night. So, I've built a routine and I've managed to maximize the sleep quality and the consistency that I get. So, you've got sunlight timing, exercise, diet, supplementation. I'm going to go through each of those one by one. Sunlight. Why? It's the alarm clock for your body. You've woken up, but your body doesn't know that it's daytime, that it should be fully awake. It's only once it sees the sunlight that it knows. You need to be outside. Through a window, it's 50 times less effective for your eyes seeing the light. Think of the return of investment of just being outside for a minute. It's like 50 minutes indoors. You've got 1 minute to spare. Just make it 3, 5. This is going to allow your circadian rhythm to set off, which means 16 hours after or thereabouts, your body is going to know it's meant to sleep. Without this, you're going to struggle getting to sleep, and your body is not going to get the same quality as otherwise. This is actually why I think I have higher testosterone than Hamza. He preaches that he wakes up at 5 a.m, 4 a.m, 3 a.m, but there's no sunlight. The body isn't meant to wake up then. He says, it feels most natural for me, but no, come on, naturally would be when the sun is rising. It allows melatonin to be produced at nighttime. It syncs your body. Melatonin is what allows you to fall asleep. It's why looking at your phone at nighttime, the blue light shines into your eyes and it stops melatonin being released. Without it, you're going to feel lighter sleep, you're going to wake up easier, and it's going to be harder to even fall asleep. So, next, diet. Now, sugars, high glycemic food, is going to spike your insulin. That insulin spike is going to mess with your sleep cycle. So what you want to do is pair these foods with high-fat meals. Have them after if you're going to have sugar, or just have them before your workout. Like I'll have bananas and whatnot before my workout, but I'm not going to be having them an hour before bed. That is going to fuck you up more than if you had even more sugar but early in the day. Your body does not need the insulin spike when it's falling asleep. It's its most rested state. It's not doing anything. It's not moving. The muscles aren't using any energy. So what we want is fats and protein before bed. Why? They are slow to digest. Your body is going to break them down slowly and get released into your blood slowly. So it doesn't cause this insulin spike, which also leads to a crash in blood sugar after. Also, fats before bed. Why is that going to increase your testosterone? Hormones are made of fats, okay? So if your body doesn't have any fats to digest, how is it going to make hormones? This is why butter is important, eggs are important, nuts are important, avocado is important. I'll either have eggs or nuts before bed. They're the best sources of fats to make testosterone. Now, Diet also lets you get low body fat. Why is that important? High body fat messes with your hormones. First of all, it increases estrogen receptors, which decreases testosterone. As estrogen goes up, testosterone goes down. Okay, so we don't want that. And then it just messes with all your other hormones, melatonin, whatnot. So, exercise. Obviously, it's important. Everybody knows that. Why? It's going to stimulate melatonin release. I think everyone knows if they put in a good workout or gone on a good run, or done lots of exercise in a day, they feel really tired at the end. They fall asleep easily. Everyone knows that. Why is it? Because exercise stimulates melatonin release because your body's like, shit, I need to repair myself. So just try and exercise in the day. Whether it's going on a walk outside, I think the most effective is something that your body finds challenging still. Like a walk for me, I'm not going to be out of breath. My heart rate's hardly going to go up. So it's not really exercise. A good run, sprinting, stuff like that, it'll work properly. Now, it also reduces stress. Stress is very important. I'll get onto it later with meditation, but it's caused by cortisol. High levels of cortisol constantly causes high stress. High stress is bad because you can't fall asleep. You'll find your brain is just going off constantly. You know, when you're having those thoughts and you just can't fall asleep. Now, exercise helps reduce that, reduces stress. You feel better after. You're going to fall asleep easier. It's psychological as well. So, supplementation. First of all, vitamin D. If, like me, you live in the UK, it's winter at the minute, I can't get enough sunlight. Like, I'll go outside in the morning, it's still cloudy. I'd need to be out in shorts and t-shirt for 2 hours to get my vitamin D. So, I take 300 IU daily. If you didn't know, babies born in, I think, March, correct me if I'm wrong. There's 1 month where babies are born, they're 10% stronger than other babies for the rest of their lives, on average. Why? The mothers get more vitamin D during the 3rd trimester of the pregnancy. That's insane. 10% strength buff for the rest of your life from the mother getting more vitamin D. That's how powerful vitamin D is. Not only that, it's a key component in making testosterone. If you're deficient, your testosterone just goes straight down, which is why sunlight's important, not only for setting the circadian rhythm, but also just keeping your hormones in flux. Magnesium and zinc, they're going to improve your sleep quality. I like to take them before bed with my last meal. It can be very challenging to get those two in with your diet. Mincemeat, steak, stuff like that will have it. Same with nuts. But it's hard to find a really consistent high source of them. Meditation. We're back to reducing stress. Meditation, it's going to calm down your brain, reduce stress, and also stop those random thoughts when you're trying to fall asleep. Empty your mind. I think that is all today. Thank you guys. Subscribe. I'll be making more videos like these, educational content. Peace.